Bod Wolf and the Great Tipton Latham Bank Fraud.
What was Bod Wolf's role in the Great Tipton Latham Bank fraud perpetrated by members of his own family? Is the public to believe that Bod Wolf played no role in this fraud successfully perpetrated on the Tipton Latham Bank by mortgaging imaginary properties?
Did he play any role in the planning of this fraud, or give any advice in its furtherance?
Did Bod Wolf not profit from the enormous profits gained by his family members successfully perpetrating this fraud on the Tipton Latham Bank? Are we to believe that Bob never communicated with one of the central characters who planned and profited from this fraud, who calls Lincoln High School her alma mater? That she never confided in Bod Wolf about these plans to defraud the Tipton Latham Bank, or that he never gave any advice to her concerning this fraud?
Was mac and cheese used to bribe Bob and pay for his silence?
Is it true that Bob's spaghetti farts are the real cause of global warming?
Does the temperature of the Earth really rise a half degree every time Bob forgets to take his gas X?
Was Bob anywhere in the area of Fukushima in March of 2011, and were his spaghetti farts the real reason for its evacuation?
Is spaghetti banned in Bob's workplace, and did said ban only go into place shortly after Bob began his employment there? Did Bob's co-workers demand such a ban?
Has the UN banned the use of Bob's spaghetti farts or his wife's face for use as weapons of war?
Are we really to believe that the name of Bob's wife is Melissa, or does it look more likely that Melissa is simply what Bob calls his dog?
Has Bob ever used the excuse of COVID to get his wife to wear a mask?
Has he ever tried this tactic at home?
Does Bob return his wife's insults by handing her a mirror? Does Bob use his wife's face to make gorilla cookies, or to scare away burglars?
Was his wife really the biggest baby in the history of Henry County?
To what extent are Bob and his wife responsible for the current global food shortage? What role did Bob and his wife play in the closing of Happy China Buffet?
Are we really to believe that the man in this picture is Bob's lover?
Or is it more likely that he is just a quick hookup who actually left Bob with nothing more than a courtesy reach around? Why is the man in the firing line behind right Bob laughing while Bob holds this distressed look on his face? Does this man view Bob's tragic flatulence problem as a source of some inappropriate and perverted humor? Shouldn't you get the answers to all of these questions before entrusting Bob with your finances?